Alright guys, my name is Shervin. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the best lines of credit that you can get as a medical or dental student. Now, for those of you who don't know, a line of credit for education is essentially a type of student loan where you get approved for a maximum amount that you can borrow, and then you can borrow as you go along with your education. For example, if you get approved for a line of credit with a $100,000 maximum, that doesn't mean that you're borrowing $100,000. It just means that you can keep borrowing to pay for your education until you reach a maximum of $100,000. And of course, you're only obligated to pay back and pay interest on the amount that you actually borrow, not the amount that you're allocated as the maximum that you could borrow. Now, lines of credit are usually provided for all kinds of different postgraduate studies, but they do differ from program to program. And in this video, we're going to focus on the lines of credit that you can get for med school or for dental school here in Canada. Now, I will also be making separate videos for other programs such as law school or MBA, so keep your eyes open for that. But for now, let's just focus on the most prominent lines of credit offered for med school and dental school students here in Canada. And if you watch till the end, you're going to find out exactly what the differences are between each of these offerings and which one is the right option for you. Now, as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the subscribe button down below and join the community. I make new videos about personal finance and investing on a regular basis. And by subscribing to the channel, you get to see all my new videos right as they come out. Also, if you find this video useful, do me a favor and smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. But alright, with that said, let's get into the fifth best line of credit available, and that is from BMO. Now, this line of credit has an interest rate of prime minus 0.25%, which is very common for any med school or dental school line of credit. Now, for those of you who may be confused as to what that actually means, let me explain what a prime rate is. Now, the prime rate is determined by the federal funds rate, which is essentially an interest rate set by the government, which reflects how much should be paid in interest anytime a bank borrows money from another bank. Now, the government usually changes this rate in response to what is going on with the economy. For example, at the time of recording this, we're at sky-high inflations, which means that the government has to raise the interest rates in order to lower the inflation. This is why at the time of recording this, the prime rate is 3.7%, which is higher than it is usually. So when the interest rate on your loan is prime minus 0.25%, that essentially means 0.25% less than whatever the prime rate is at the moment. Now, the maximum that you can borrow from this line of credit is $325,000 for med school or $300,000 for dental school. Also, with this line of credit, you're not required to pay back the principal until 2 years after your graduation. So until then, you're only paying the interest. Now, the main reason why I've placed this line of credit at 5th place is that there are no sign-up bonuses with this line of credit, whereas with all the other ones that I'm going to go over right now, they all offer very generous sign-up bonus that attract customers. Not to mention that their interest rate or the maximum allocation amount is not better than any of the other ones that we're going to go over. So for that reason, I just really don't see why you would ever go with this option over the next 4 that I'm going to talk about. Now at number 4, we have the RBC line of credit, which also has an interest rate of prime minus 0.25%. That said, this one has a maximum of $350,000 for both med school and dental school. And again, similar to BMO, you're only required to pay the interest payments until 2 years after your graduation and not any of the principal. But unlike BMO, RBC actually offers some decent sign-up bonuses, which makes this the better option compared to BMO. Now, if you sign up for this line of credit, you get the RBC VIP banking account for free, which means that you're saving the $30 fee. You will also get a premium RBC credit card for free, which means that, again, you're saving $120 in credit card fees every single year. So not the craziest sign-up bonuses in the world, but at least it's something compared to BMO, which was offering nothing. Now again, this one didn't rank higher because the other 3 that I have on my list offer slightly better or at least the same amount in every single category. Which brings us to number 3 with CIBC. Now this line of credit has very similar numbers to the RBC one. You have the prime rate minus 0.25%, you have a maximum of $350,000 that you can borrow, and you don't have to pay back any of the principal until 2 years after your graduation. But the difference is, instead of just getting a lousy bank account and a credit card that is not all that great anyways, you're going to get the SPC Plus membership. Now, if you're not familiar with what the SPC Plus membership is, it's essentially a membership that comes with a lot of perks that I'm just going to list over here. And again, depending on which one of these perks you're actually interested in using, this might be worth more or less than the RBC one for you. But regardless, there are 2 other lines of credit that I think are even better than both RBC and CIBC. Now at number 2, we have TD, which again has very similar numbers to the past 2. We have the prime rate minus 0.25%, we have a maximum of $350,000 that you can borrow for both med school and dental school, and you don't have to pay back any of the principal until 2 years after graduation. So again, the reason why this one ranks above the other 2 is the much better sign-up bonus. Now, when you sign up for this line of credit, you can get an Amazon gift card worth up to $625. Now, you are required to open up a TD student checking account and the TD Rewards Visa card, which are both completely free to own. So you may as well open up the free bank account and the free credit card and get $625 on your Amazon account. But that said, there is still one other line of credit that I think is even better than this one, and that is the one offered by Scotiabank. Now, with this line of credit, you still have the prime minus 0.25% rate, but you have a higher maximum at $375,000 for both med school and dental school. Also, unlike all the other ones that we talked about, you're not required to make any payments until 2 years after your graduation, and that includes interest payments. As well as this, you receive a $300 sign-up bonus in cash as long as you agree to open up a free premium bank account and a free premium credit card. Now, this would mean that you get the premium Scotiabank accounts for completely free without having to pay any fees or having a minimum balance. And you would also get any Scotiabank credit card that has a fee of $139 a year for completely free. Now, here you have two options to choose from: the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card or the Scotiabank Gold Amex credit card. Now, with the Passport card, you get double the scene points compared to the no annual fee version of the scene card, as well as airport lounge access for completely free up to 6 times a year. Whereas the Gold Amex card offers up to 5 times the scene points compared to the no annual fee version of the scene card. But this one doesn't have the airport lounge access, so it really depends on which one is more important to you: getting more points back or having the airport lounge access. It's completely up to you. But overall, this entire package is the best package that you can get out of any of these options. You get the highest maximum amount that you can borrow. You don't have to pay anything back, not even interest rates, until 2 years after graduation. And as well as that, you get the best sign-up bonus package compared to any of the other ones. So that's why overall, I would recommend any med school or dental school student to go with the Scotiabank line of credit, as it offers you the best package overall. Now, before I sign off, I just wanted to mention that in this video, we took a look at what the major financial institutions are offering as far as the line of credit for your studies. But depending on where you live, there could always be some sort of a local financial institution, or maybe the school that you go to has a specific line of credit that they offer. It's just a good idea to do some basic research to see if there is any other options available to you. Now, the reason why I only looked at the major banks in Canada in this video is because they're available everywhere across the country. But again, depending on where you live, there could always be some other local alternatives that could be even better. So just do some research and see if you can find a better deal. Now, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now, as always, if you have any questions about any of the stuff that we talked about in this video, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I always respond to every single question that comes in. And as well as that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.